Hello, I'm King Ross, your my loyal subjects. It's that bastard time of the month once again where I take a look at the WWE SmackDown Live pay-per-view. A really shit WWE SmackDown Live pay-per-view that I believe WWE made shit on purpose because they knew everyone was going to watch Game of Thrones. Here we go, WTF Moments Battleground. And we start with the opening promo of the show that claims these colours are worn with pride and they leave legacies. Is that right for Carmella, is it? Well, according to Carmella's thing there, she's walking trash, and let me tell you, that's nothing to be proud of whatsoever. What's next, eh? You'd be telling me that Marty Scurll's her daddy, eh? What the f***'s going on with that? What's she got to be proud of there? And before you'll go to the comments and go, they've cut a bit out, I know, but we've made it funny here. Her thing's moonwalking trash talking, but there they've just called her walking trash. Horrible bastards. WWE think Russia and Bulgaria are the same bastard thing. Once again in the opening package, my bear, my spirit animal, Ruru, claims that in his country they march to show strength and all that malarkey, while showing footage from WrestleMania 31 where Ruru wasn't representing Bulgaria, he was representing Russia. He was a Russian sympathizer on a f***ing tank, and oh my god, that's my wet dream come to life. Like an ecstasy-ridden goat bumbling through the forest. Anyway, technically Ruru wasn't even from his country back then. He was representing someone else, yet they used that footage anyway. One word, two words. Once again, WWE introducing Byron Saxton as The Insider is the most misplaced nickname since the motherfucking Funkasaurus. The only way Byron Saxton is an insider is the way he makes us all crawl back up inside ourselves when he tries to chat up Nia Jax. What the f*** does he think she is, and how the f*** does he think those chat-up lines will work? Do it for Techno Team 2000. Why? Here's why. F*** off, Miller!
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!
It's Jonathan! Oh my god. F***ing thing. I don't have a f***ing clue what this means, but many people set me out on Twitter, so I'm going to read it out just so we can prove that JBL doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. According to JBL, Nakamura won the IWGP Championship in 2002, defeating Goto, when in fact, Nakamura defeated Yoshihiro Takayama in 2004 to unify the IWGP title with the NWF Championship. Goto has never been IWGP champion. It was 2003 something. Good. As we can see here, Baron Corbin is dead, and it was revealed that Shinsuke Nakamura is the biggest mark for himself since someone that works at WhatCulture alongside me, whose name rhymes with Sack the Gobbler. Shinsuke Nax just needed to get all of his shit to win the match, didn't he? Baz was down, Baz was dead. Shinsuke Nax could have hit any move on him, submission, just kick him in the head while he's down. Anything would have won the match for him, but no, he had to go for the camera shots. Oh, Kinshasa, Kinshasa. Off, man, will you? Now, I know this all pales into significance because Nakamura won by DQ just a second or two later, but he could have saved himself a kick to what would have been after that match his shin swollen Nakamura's if he just ended the match when he could have done without any of the pizzazzy Kinshasas and all that malarkey. It's Jonathan! Here's a direct quote from John. I am not sure Nakamura has faced anyone with the punch power of Baron Corbin in this case. He f***ing has, John, and let me just show you who. Ballin', it's the hat-trick, it's John O'Clock again, motherfucker! Next up we have John claiming Lana, a Russian, winning at Battleground in Philadelphia could be the Rocky story all over again. Aye, John, because everyone loved that series with a foreign heel going over all the time, didn't they, John? The only way that Lana winning in Philly at Battleground could be like the Rocky stories if it was f***ing opposite day, and opposite day doesn't even f***ing exist. Laugh truck, it's f***ing Mack truck, numpty. I bet you were the sort of funny that thought Sheamus's theme was singing about too many limes and Matt Hardy version 1's theme was singing about I could slap a tornado, I could swallow my semen. F*** off, spare me. The finish to that United States Championship match was just as murky as a Paul Chuckle smoothie. Go on your Twitter moments and that reference will make sense. Owens throws AJ into the ref. Disqualification? No. The referee is then knocked out, a tactic normally used by a heel who knows he's absolutely f***ed. Then we have about 100 submissions where Owens, the heel, while the referee is down, does not tap. We always get the visual of the heel tapping while the referee is down to garner heat, but we didn't get that, so what was the point in the ref taking a bump in the first place apart from lols? As we all know, every single WWE feud has to last 3 months. One man wins one man wins another, then they have a rubber match at a big pay-per-view. This is no different here, but they can't get there merely by having someone win a match and then the guy who lost the match going, oh, I fancy a rematch. Do you fancy a rematch? Aye, go on. on then, pal. We'll have it at SummerSlam. They can't do that. They have to get there via some sort of convoluted method, and this one I thought they f***ed up. I think they were going for the referee being bong-eyed, being all groggy after being smashed in the face. He was out of position, missed AJ's shoulder, being off the mat. Therefore, AJ feels hard done by, and the rematch has been sorted. Next up, we have the Sings making a big hoo-ha how they can't be at ringside for the Punjabi prison match because that thing, you know, that thing where to win it, you have to climb over the top to win the match. That thing, according to them, if you're trying to get into it, is completely impenetrable. And that makes absolute sense when you consider how you win the match by going over. Go over, just f***ing go over to get in, you silly bastards. The f***ing idiots can work their way how to get out, but they can't work their way how to get in. They're supposed to be the subcontinent's Dick Dastleys, but in that instance, we're looking like the subcontinent's Mutleys. Flag matches are f***ing stupid. Surely all you have to do is get your flag and f***ing scarper for your little podium, plug it in, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and you've won. When the announcers hype up how each superstar is carrying the hopes of their nation on their shoulders, they don't mean it literally. Why the f*** were John Cena and Ruru slowing down when they were in possession of their flags? They're f***ing light as piss. They look flimsy as f*** as well. They're not going to be heavy. They shouldn't be slowing them down like they were. Ruru, who will not be my bear, my spirit animal for much longer if he keeps up this sort of bullshittery, up big time on two separate occasions. First of all, Cena is sparked on the mat. Ruru climbs to the top, he gets his flag, and he f***ing stands there waving it when all he had to do was drop to the floor, run up the top, plug it in, and he's won. The second occasion, he has Cena's pedestal in his hand. He uses it as a weapon. Fantastic. Then he f***ed up. You get the pedestal, you howk it into Rose's head so Cena can't get it, but no, Ruru's so polite and such a lovely bastard. He puts it back on the floor, which enables Cena to win, when if you just thrown it away, Cena couldn't win because the rules of the match said you have to put your thing in the thing, and the thing would have been there. I'm just passionate about Rusev. I've lost, bastard, can't, but it might be for it's John O'Clock. Ruru and Cena take a bump on the ramp. JBL claims that it's nothing but steel grate. Back in the Attitude Era, yeah, we could see it was silver, it was hard, it was noisy, it was gnarly. It was all kinds of things, but today it's coloured LED boards, and bugger my bum, it will still hurt. They're still really hard. It's a bloody miracle that Ruru didn't snap his spine with that table bump at the end of the match. But they won't hurt as much as steel grates, you know, because steel grates are really harsh, whereas LED boards appear to be nice and flat and a little bit better if you... JBL there yet again, proving that yet another facet of his character is behind the times severely. One WhatCulture signed at Battleground last night, and it was in honour of this sexual wank fez, and no other WhatCulture employee had one, not even one whose name rhymes with Whack the Knobber. Rules state there should be one referee per door in the Punjabi prison. We get to the match itself, and there's one referee for all four doors. What's gone on there? Pay dispute, they're on strike again? F*** knows, it proved to be such an inadequate detail, however, I'm going to move the f*** on. Next up, we have Jinder, who was clearly heard asking Randy Orton if he was okay in the middle of the bastard Punjabi prison, a match where Jinder was supposedly going to murder Randy Orton's legacy once and for all. Jinder, the camera's right in your bastard face, but I know we couldn't see a thing because of all the French fries and the bamboo steel covered shit. But we could certainly hear you when the camera is that close to you and you're shouting that bloody loudly. Learn about your surroundings, please, motherfucker. Byron getting corrected by JBL, which means Byron, it's time to go home, Bonnie lad. It is time to go home. Randy Orton brilliantly reversed the collapse into an RKO, which Byron then claimed he reversed into a DDT. The only way that RKO was a DDT is if this was opposite day, you know, because you go down for the DDT and then up and down for the RKO. But opposite day doesn't exist, as we have already learned during the course of this video. Jinder is climbing the outside structure. Randy Orton is stuck in the ring with all four doors locked with absolutely no hope in sight. How can he get out of the inside structure and then climb the outside structure when Jinder is already halfway up the outside structure? It seems an impossible task. Oh no, wait, Randy Orton has a brain. Randy climbs up the inside bit, merely steps across onto the outside bit because they're that close instead of going all the way to the floor and then back up again. And then he has to actually go down a couple of rungs to fight Jinder when he could have just hopped over the outside as well and won the match. It looks stupid. Who plans these things out? Who doesn't think about the logistics of every single spot on a match? I tell you what they should do. They should just make every single theme of every single WWE pay-per-view the logical song by Scooter, so then logic is always in the mind of the people that put the matches together. Whew. I've come to the conclusion that the Singh brothers are the kinkiest bastards in the world since they enjoy getting abused by Randy Orton so much. The suplex is on the floor, the poor bastard falling off the top through the announce table. What did they do to deserve all this on a B show? For f***'s sake. Also, why the f*** was JBL saying that fella falling from the top of the Punjabi prison all the way through the announce table was falling from 15 feet when for the entire match it was well established that the outer structure of the Punjabi prison was 20 feet? I don't have an answer for that, therefore it must be... Yes, it's John O'Clock, motherfuckers!
Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men. Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men. Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men.
What the f*** is he doing back? The dancing bear Punjabi playboy of all people is back to save the bastard day. One thing I will say, which is a WTF moment, is the fact that Randy Orton could have eluded the big sweaty flabby Punjabi by scarpering to the other side of the Punjabi prison, because as we all saw, the prison went right to the outskirts of ringside. Carly couldn't get round the sides, and he certainly wasn't going over the f***ing top because he could barely f***ing move, and Orton could have spared himself being goozled through the bamboozle. But who cares? It's such a West f***ing call. I absolutely love it. If we don't open SmackDown Live on Tuesday with Carly saying to Jinder, Jinder, I am your father. I know that's more coherent than Carly speaks. I'm doing an incredible service here. But if we don't open with that on Tuesday, with Tiger Ali Singh coming down to the ring, being revealed as the uncle, and then they all have a little party, I will be gutted. Absolutely gutted. There's a chance, you know, because apparently back in the day, Jinder was apparently engaged and or married to Carly's sister, and they didn't announce that last night, so you know, he could be the daddy, because as we all know, Vince McMahon thinks we forget things after 3 seconds of seeing them. That's it.